what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody? Oops. Hey, what's... Okay, there we go. Let's go. It's the weekend or something, right? Yeah. Something like that. Let me drop a stream unit here. Let's get back to all the action at the sound of the bell. All the action at the sound of the bell. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Kimu. Yes, yeah, it's been a heck of a week. Good to see you. Figured we'd kick things off with some times here.
Ah, in truth, it's been smooth sailing for me. The scarlet rot has stilled since last we met. As such, I've been able to continue my journey. Though rather vexingly, I realized that if I still had my sword arm, I could have aided you in battle. Now I'm tracing the path Melania took, after unleashing the power of the Scarlet Rot during her battle with General Radahn in the Caelid Wilds. I should like to meet her. This vanished woman. I think she's in the north, in the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree. Now, she's passed into the...
I wonder if I can still get her arm at this stage in her quest. I might be able to. Or she might be gone. We may as well try to go snag it, right? Actually, I should probably go get some, like, flask things. Anyway, Camu, what's up? Good to see you. I need to keep hydrated. My hydration levels are low. This place sucks. Hey, ODM, how you doing? Hey, bud. You know, this place is mildly dangerous. Magic is very powerful, Zach. It's a different playstyle, though. You know, depending on who you talk to, there's about 1,000 different kinds of cheese in this game, and so you know play how you like is the general rule. Well, Creator, you could have told me. Hey, you know when I go live every day, it generally doesn't change. Isn't it, Koshi? Yeah. Iru, what's up? ODM, I'm pretty tired after this week, but I'm in a good spot, I guess. But yeah, Magic is a very different playstyle. It is very powerful. I don't know if it's like if I dig it, but it's definitely strong. In a lot of situations, you can stay completely out of harm's way. And just kill everything, you know? But it does involve never being in combat, which I found to be difficult to acclimate to, personally, because I like to be in the thick of it. Well, the Darkmoon Sword is... I wouldn't say it's great. It's kind of memey, but, you know, we're all about that, right? I think there are a lot better weapons you can use in this build than the weapon. This is a weapon for mages who want to actually fight sometimes, which is weird. For some reason, I can't cast. I guess I'll restart the game. Moonveil's for Koshi. Moonveil would obviously be very, very strong. Moonveil is in my top 10 weapons in the game for sure. I think that would be very similar to our Hoarfrost run, which would make this defeat the purpose of a mage run, I guess. But I get, you know, at the end of the day, who cares, right? Yes, Moonveil is very strong. You're not really going to overlevel in this game, and if you do, it's not a huge deal. The fights that are really hard are going to be really hard.
I hesitated.
Whether you overlevel or not, and you can overlevel to get some padding. Laser, thank you so much for the sub. 23 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Pretentious one, happy Friday to you. And welcome. For some reason my magic button isn't working. I think I have to restart. Also, the prosthetic that I'm looking for, I guess we missed. Oh, that'll do it. Well, we put a lot of points into health, Raider. Alright, this will give us a good chance to reset to see if my spells... I couldn't cast any spells, I don't know why. Sometimes when you have, like, spells in your other hand, it gets weird. Then again, you know, I'm no expert mage, so... I'm gonna try to restart and see. I did die, Salty One. I'm sorry. That'll probably happen a lot tonight, so prepare yourself. We've kept Vigor extremely high. That was the first thing that we took up, Pretentious One, even over the other stats. Let me give a second for the game to restart. For some reason, I couldn't cast magic. I don't know why. In the meantime, you could drop a unit. I have not. No, absolutely not, Eero. It would take a huge stream goal for me to do something like that. I'd stream it, of course. That's a good idea, Pretendist One. That's a very good idea. All right. Happy freaking Friday, y'all. That is a cold LaCroix. Not my preferred kind of water, but it does offer some hydration benefits. Pretendist One, that's the beauty, right? We have to do, there's probably a lot of exploring we've got to do still yet. We're missing so many seeds and flask pips and everything. There we go. Hey, we can cast again. Alright, for one thing, the whole reason we came to this castle was to get the arm. I don't remember where the hell it is. Which puts us kind of in an awkward situation. It's not here, clearly. Holy crap. Alright, yeah. You know. I don't remember exactly where it is in this stupid castle. I have no idea. I know it's in this stupid castle. I hate this place. Everybody does. But for the life of me, I can't remember where. Oh, this looks probably, this might be it. Oh my god. Yeah, this looks familiar. I think it's in here. Well, that's the only item we actually wanted, Pretendist One. I don't even know if Millicent is still going to be there to accept the quest item, but we're hoping she will be. I mean, we're gonna finish the castle for out of a completionist sense, but that is what we came for. We have we've got a lot of housekeeping to do tonight before proceeding with the adventure. I should go and get like a bunch of Crimson teardrops as well. I've only got +7, and we're pretty far into the game to have just +7. We should have like +10 at least right now. Probably the entirety of it. But we left a lot behind on this run. Part of that's because we just flew through the early stuff with spells, you know? However, Millicent might not be where we're looking for her next. We'll see. Azel, hey, what's up? Welcome to Jurassic Park. I wasn't joking. I mean, yeah, at that point I didn't know for sure, right? It is pretend it's fun. It really is, isn't it? Alright. This was just coming back to take care of some unfinished business. We actually just wanted the thingy. I don't even think Millicent's still going to be up on this hill. Anyway, we did that much later in the game than you're basically. Well, you know, yeah, we were mad overleveled for that area. We're gonna go try to get a special spell before proceeding. And as I said, we probably should go get some more tier charges too, but we'll see.
Now, she's passed into the... Are you giving me this arm? Thank you. I am in your debt yet again, I think. If the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again. If the arm... It might be possible. Perhaps then I can aid you in battle.
So yeah, we didn't want to miss out on that in the quest chain. Hey, Chain, what's up? How you doing? Happy Friday indeed, my friend. Titsito, how we doing? This one, Jane? I mean, there's more than one Tibia Mariner, right? I don't know why they changed his name from Bone Beckoner Mariner to Tibia Mariner. I'll never figure that out. I wonder how that happened. I'll have to ask Miyazaki someday. I mean, they're not supposed to be very advanced, Koshi. They're more like a resource acquisition thing than a real boss fight. So this is an area in the game we could have gone a lot earlier. And we didn't. But there is, at the end of this road, essentially there is a spell that is very powerful. So they tell me. But again, I don't know what's the better use of our time, is to go get the spell or to go collect some churches to get some pips on our flasks. They're both good. They're both good things we should do. And won't take long, either of them. We did get the turtle spell, yes. It's a cute spell. I don't really, people think it's really strong. I don't think it's that great. But we did get it. You know, we gotta be thorough. What? I'm out of Stone Sword keys. How is that even possible? Laser, I don't know how I ran out of keys. I really don't. I don't need to add any keys to my wish list. I mean, we can get keys. They're extremely affordable at this point in the game. You want to respec? Why do you want to respec? I mean, I guess I don't care what you... Respec if you want. Are you asking how to respec, or are you asking what you should spec as? Do you just want to beat the game very easily? Congrats. Well, Danny, then just do a Hoarfrost Stomp build, and you're good to go. You can even do it with your Dexent build right now. Oh. But... I mean... Make sure the axe is fully upgraded then, if you're using the native one, if you're using the hatchet. The Ice Rind hatchet, is that what you're using? You gotta upgrade the weapon. Make sure it's fully upgraded. Get yourself some health and mana, and all you gotta do is just keep casting Hoarfrost on. It will kill any boss in the game. We tested it. I would also suggest getting the Mimic Summon if you don't have that already. There's a guide on how to do that on Game Informer. Obviously, Boluk, that's going to be a Sony decision. I'm sure they have a lot of internal conversations about what and when to bring to PC. So just make sure you have enough health and mana, Danny, and get the axe upgraded so that... Yes, well, I know, Boluk, I mean, I hear that a lot, right? Everything is... So-and-so is just passing up free money. I'm sure there's a lot of complicated internal conversations about managing that particular title and how they want to handle it internally moving forward. Nothing is ever easy. It seems like it would be very easy when we talk about it in a conversation, but in a corporate sense, decisions go through many different phases of approvals and decision-making for all kinds of people who are involved in the process. And for various reasons, things can get waylaid or canned, you know? And while we might not be privy to that information, it may make a lot of sense from a corporate standpoint. I assure you, no one wants to pass up easy money. But, you know, I don't know the reasoning. There's probably only a handful of people who do, but that's not to say that it won't come to PC, mind you. No, they do too, Salty. They all do. But there are always reasons that we can't really see on the consumer side of things why these decisions don't happen and what kind of interference gets run on them. For any number of bizarre reasons. I do hope Bloodborne comes to PC. I mean, it would probably be a great opportunity for them to do it within the next... now that we're into almost to E3 proper, it would be a good E3 instantaneous announcement if they had it on deck. Catch the fire of Elden Ring's release, which will be fading around that time. I did. We played it on stream, Shane. It's very cute for a PlayStation game, right? For a PS, well, not for a PSX game. Boluk, yeah, we've had a lot of conversations about that. I mean, at the end of the day, that's going to be From's decision, right? I don't think they're going to want to do all their games open world, but I think that the massive success of this game... I don't think they're going to want to go open world exactly. I think they have... What this game may have been a takeaway for them would be that players really like the opportunity to have options in where they go and what they do at different points in the game. So I think even if they don't make open world games after this, in the precise nature of Elden Ring, which takes, you know, many years after their standard development cycle, I think that players will see more variance and variables in their progression through their games. I think that's probably something they're discussing a lot about. Mitsua, with Sony's resources, I don't think that porting is the issue. But it could be. You know, I don't know Bloodborne. I'm a doctor, not a scientist, right? I don't think for them that would be the particular issue for this particular port. Yeah, we did, Salty. That's because you didn't drop a unit. Listen, all those companies want easy money. Nothing is ever easy, though. You got to understand that. The approval process to do all these things is just... There are so many people involved in these decisions, and they get made for various reasons, for different times, different teams. It's a whole thing. It's never because they don't want to make money. I assure you that. Danny, if you're still there, just take that Hoarfrost axe to the maximum amount of power you can get it to. And make sure you get the Mimic summon. And then you can cast Hoarfrost Stomp, and the Mimic will cast Hoarfrost Stomp. Make sure you take your Vitality to 40. You won't need a huge mana pool to take advantage of it, so... I mean, if you go watch our last playthrough, you'll see just how devastating that spell can be. Well, that Ash of War, or whatever you want to call it. As long as it scales with your weapon, I think. So you're going to want to keep your weapon completely upgraded. So take your Ice Rhine Hatchet to +10. Make sure you got enough health to be comfortable, and just apply Hoarfrost until the opponent is dead. And your Mimic will also get the benefits of your extreme health pool and Hoarfrost. Like, if that's the only ability you have, that's the only ability you use, it'll just spam it. You can spam it. And the Frostbite will just keep connecting, and... I mean, you saw what we killed every boss, and we killed basically every boss in the entire game with it on the last run. I'd use it again, but it's like, you know, we did that one already. There's some other really OP ashes you can use if you want to try other things, but I think Hoarfrost is one of the really good ones. There's even better, like Moonveil is really good. All the blood ones the blood slashes are really powerful. Caelid is supposed to be a scary place. M321, yes. Caelid is, you know, the Wastelands. Canonically. Yeah, Denny, let me know how it goes. I think you'll find that that spec will work out for you. Yes, you know, Chain, a lot of people do that via the Celia trap, right? No churches here, huh? Trying to find like one more church before we go on. We also have to change our flask up a bit. I don't know, for some reason I thought there was a thing we missed here. But I guess not, there's no church here. Wait, there's one over there? That doesn't do me a whole lot of good though, does it? How do we get over there? Oh god. Yeah, Danny, just make sure you can wear armor and activate the Hoarfrost. That's really... I know it sounds overly simple. You really just need health. You don't even need a whole lot of dex. Health and just a little bit of mind to cast more hatchets. Hey, cheers to you, Don't Sniff. How you doing? It's a very easy build. All you want to do is be able to survive and cast hatchet. And cast your thing. That's it. If all goes well, you won't ever have to swing the hatchet in a regular fashion. Oops. Salty, you know, whatever, right? It's like, you know. It happens. We gotta get... There's a church over here. I just forget how to get over there. We're trying to snag easy churches that I didn't get. At least one, right? We've only got a +7 flask at this point, where we should have like a plus... I think theoretically we could have our +12 right now. Theoretically. We skipped a lot of churches on our adventure. 40 Vig is great. 40 Vig means you have a giant HP pool. And again, Danny, if you want to go back and watch our playthrough, the one on YouTube, that pretty much, that's where we discovered the Hoarfrost build. Which is, if you just want to breeze through the game, that's the build for sure, like, no doubt about it. See, we killed Blythe and we don't need Absolution. We did nothing wrong. It's gonna be a pain, isn't it? Can we even get down there from here? Oh yeah, you know, M321, we haven't even killed that one in our run. I mean, we did. I think you can fight that thing like 3 times in different places. But I wouldn't rush that one. It can be a complicated boss. And a challenging one. General Radon? I mean, yeah, you don't... You'd be shocked at how much stuff in this game is actually, like, really optional. I mean, you should do a lot of stuff. But it's actually really fascinating to me just how much is... optional. Very optional. There is a tremendous amount of optional content in this game. Including a lot of stuff that people think they have to do. Godfrey, Morgott, they're not... I mean, Margit and Godric are not mandatory. fact, we could go kill Godric right now if we wanted to. Just for fun. We haven't done Stormville Castle. Again, quite intentionally. So we don't have to worry about it later. Uh-oh. Ghost horseback guy. I mean, as a meleeer, you're probably going to be best on horse against a horseback guy. Or are you talking about the one in the mansion, the manor? You can keep her chain staggered. Those jump attacks will be really handy for you. Like, I don't want to move forward with the crappy flasks we have, but I guess I also don't want to spend a ton of time looking for churches. Which I know are out there. And I kind of, you know, since I found most of them in my first play, I kind of know the relative locations of where they're at. However, you know, getting somewhere is generally never a simple task in this game. Oh. There's an Erd tree here. Fascinating, that. Well, I guess we can use the mad money. This is like a Lernaean Erd tree, so this should be total easy mode. Well, maybe. Who's M321? Some just build up death. What? Death is a negative status effect you can put on people in this game, yeah. You'll see it on like undead warriors that hit you, and also like basilisks. You can for Danny, the Dectus medallion is completely unneeded. You don't need that. But if you want to find it, if you click on one half of the medal, which you have, it tells you where the other half is. Oh, yes. Godskin Apostle's Black Flame does not actually build up death. It does do damage over time to you after connecting, though. If you click on... If you have... You don't have to... You do not need the Dectus medallion to fight Radahn. Banjo, I agree with you 100%, and welcome to From Software, the From Software community, if you will. Glad you've enjoyed it. You don't ever have to do the Dectus medallion to fight Radahn, Danny. You should have one half of the Dectus medallion, right? From Fort Height, most likely. I could just tell you where the other half is, but if you actually do look at the item in your inventory, it does tell you where the other half is. On that medallion, anyway. Oh, crap. You know what? Forget it. We don't need any more freaking... Well, we kind of do need more churches, but I don't want to go find them all. Oh, well, the way you do it in-game, Danny, again, is, as I said, by clicking on one of the medallions and it tells you where the partner is. I know it's kind of weird, but that is the best way to do it. And that is only one way to get up to Atlas. I know three different ways you can get to Atlas. I think that's how many there are. Wait, is this the right place? This isn't even the right place, is it? Wait, is it actually Altus? I'm gonna keep calling it Atlas anyway. I refuse to call it Altus Plateau. Hey, wait, Sank 7? Is that what I needed? Probably. A lot of good stones here. I mean, I'm calling it Atlas. I don't care. My eyes do... I mean, because it just makes sense, right? It should be called Atlas Plateau. Altus Plateau? What the hell kind of name is that? Yeah, that's probably, you know, Danny, that is definitely Martin's doing. The naming conventions are 100% like Martin's traditional family lineage kind of. Oh. Yeah, Danny, it's mad confusing. I agree with that. And that's like, people ask what Martin did on this game. I mean, that's definitely one of the things, right? He's like, yeah, let's get a Godfrey, a Godric, a Godwin. I really want to get upgraded flasks, but I don't want to spend all the time finding the churches. Which wasn't that hard on my first playthrough because I looked everywhere, but we skipped a ton of stuff this time, so. Bacon, what up, yo? How we doing, Bacon? I think there's some good loot down here for the brave and the foolhardy. Slumber 9, definitely worth. Oh, cool. I love fried chicken. Thanks in advance for getting me some bacon. Appreciate it. How the heck do I get across there? Can't use a horse. I know there's good stuff down there. There's a giant Death Eater guy and a bunch of cool toys. It's kind of a side area. There's lots of side areas. The Farum Azula has many secrets, including a very big one. Yeah, hi, I'm here for the fried chicken. And I'll take a half rack of ribs on top of that, and a basket of biscuits with fresh butter, jalapenos, gravelstone. Oh man, I just walked through that death. It's not good. I think there's a really good max out stone here in this gazebo, but obviously you put yourself in extreme harm's way to get it. The Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing. See, that's worth. Yeah, you really don't want to mess with the guys in this lake. They're real bad news. Really good loot, though. They vomit death worms on you. Yo, soundtrack in this game, amazing. Gives you the vibe of every zone so well. I don't. It's definitely a top end one, Bacon. I don't know which that's for exactly. But we're glad we came down here to pick it up. Like, there's so much stuff to find in the zone. Basically, when you want to max out your stuff, this zone has all kinds of goodies. Runes, stones, secret boss. Which I bet we might be able to do at this point. Maybe, I don't know. With that new spell we picked up, it might be possible. I can definitely get Miyazaki on the line. He'll help us out with that problem for sure. You know, I do have his card back from back in the day. Although I'm pretty sure his phone number has changed now. No, no, no. Whoever did that, that was bad. I didn't. Largo's Finest sent wings. Wow. Okay, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate it so much I jumped right off the cliff. Yo, Largo's Finest, thank you for the wings. They're mad expensive, I know. I don't know what happened to wings. I should just turn that ordering off, though. I do appreciate it, by the way, but, like, for some reason, whenever I get food here at night, like, people just refuse to come into the building, and then it's a whole thing. I have to go get it. I can't believe, you know, I'm not complaining about being sent free food, okay? I appreciate that, Largos, immensely. Thanks for being part of the community. Yes, Largos, the Elden wings are on their way. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think they're hot, too. Spice our night up, right? You know, I wasn't going to try the Big Dargan on this time through this area, but since we got some mad wingage, I guess I owe it to y'all, right? For in this zone lurks one of the game's secret bosses. And no, we're not quite there yet. We have to get through a nasty duo first. Very nasty duo. Yeah, Largos, that was very awesome of you. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you. Thank you so much. We have really neglected our flasks, though. wonder if I can do it for 3. Yeah, that's true, Largos. That doesn't mean I can't appreciate it, right? Thank you. These wings will spice up the evening. And if y'all know something that I can eat that's on Treat Stream, let me know and I'll go add it to the list. Treat Stream is really cool. The prices are obviously, as you well know, pretty outrageous for what you get, but it's an awesome way to be able to like send the streamer food in a completely cool fashion. I'm out of health. I'm dead. My Mimic Tear died. How did that happen? Well, this one sucked. Maybe we won't get to the dragon. We did very little with our Uber magic. I'm about to bust out the Hoarfrost axe and give him a little bit of what for. A block of cheddar. Bacon, we can add that to a stream goal pretty handily. Just a knife, a fork, and a block of cheddar. We can do that. Wisconsin special? Maybe a little bit. I didn't have the mana to sustain it though, so now we're in trouble. What? Oh my god. What a bunch of bull. That's, That was a bit of doggy-doo. But Largo's Finest is pretty cool for the treat stream. I definitely appreciate it. So what that does, treat stream lets me set it up so that, you know, it doesn't tell people my address, and they can't order me 1,000 pizzas. They can only order what I sent for, so it is pretty limited in what, like I have to use Grubhub, but so I can only use stuff on their list and Jimmy John's, but it's still pretty good, like, for what you get. And it is, I think it's the preferred kind of like streamer meal service, if you will. Oh, the block of cheese? Yeah, we can definitely do that. You guys... I eat blocks of cheese all the time. That wouldn't even be, like, a problem for me. Sometimes I'll just eat an entire ball of mozzarella. With the exception of the final boss, I think that's the hardest critical path boss. That one right there is a pain in the ass. The new Ornstein Smo. You see a lot of criticism for the fight. I think it's a very interesting fight. It's a very tough fight, but it's a tipping point in the game. Like, there's a reason that fight exists, right? That is sort of the are you ready for endgame battle. That's it. That's what it is. And if by criticism you mean it's a hard fight, yes it is. Along the critical path, the only two challenging fights in the game are that one and final boss. Now, obviously, if you're a glutton for punishment, you want to see some other encounters, they are available to you. But in the critical path, that fight represents a difficulty spike. And it's kind of a, did you explore the world? Do you have everything that you need to go on? Hey, Inebriator G, what's up? I think it's very easy to... I've heard a lot of criticism for my favorite fight in all of From Software games. As well. Which is Millennia. And people are like, it's unfair. Well, you know, I mean... At the end of the day, you have to remember you're not actually playing Dark Souls here. And there's a lot of other things in play, right? If you forget that, the fight can be very brutal. But I'm, you know... At this point, I bet people have figured out her methodology without using any of the new... tactics, if you will. As for Godskin Duo, it's the new Ornstein Smo. It's definitely a hard fight, and you do have to deplete their entire health bars, and they will come back to life, which makes it, again, much more difficult than a standard duo fight. However, you should treat it like a duo battle, in which your effort should be to burn down one of them as soon as humanly possible. Because even though they will come back, that will give you so much breathing time on the second one. And that will make a huge difference. And as you always, you know, it's a 2v1. Feel free to use your appropriate summon of choice. Depending on your spec and build, that may be a different summon, but you'll find, you know, Oleg is invaluable, I think, in a lot of the fights in this game. And of course, Mimic Tier is pretty much 100% the best summon at all times. It's proved a little less good in my mage build here than it has in my other builds. Still think it's probably the best choice. But if you need a little tanking, the Headless Guy and or Oleg are both amazing options. For a mage, probably yeah, Oleg or the Headless Guy. They can keep the attention of the opponent. The Shield Guys are also really good. And they're not a special summon either. So Tiger Knight, there's my thoughts. What do you think? Ooh. I don't remember this. I don't have any keys though, remember? I'll have to come back. Yeah, we're gonna do a Faith Dragon build after this Inebriated Dream. At some point. That'll be the next run after this one. I did not like the mage, you know, we're not done yet, but I have not enjoyed the mage build that much, to be honest with you. It's either like too strong and you never get hit and they just die across the screen, or you get killed in like 1 or 2 shots. That kind of gameplay is less interesting to me, but obviously I am very well set in my ways from other From games, and I really like being in the thick of combat. You know, Inebriated Dream, what is not OP in this game is a laundry list, right? Summon Ash is OP, spells are OP, weapon ashes are OP. There's like 20 different things that could be considered OP in this game very easily, and I encourage you to use all of them. I haven't tried the Cole S-Stock with the Boar Stomp. I have tried the one build we ran that was... The one build, Goldo, that we ran that was, like, incredibly stupid OP. Again, and this isn't a long line of builds that are incredibly freaking OP. This game is really fun to break in all kinds of ways. If, like, 20 moves are OP, are they all really OP, or is there just a bunch of good options? You know, that's when the conversation turns to that, in my mind. We did not try the Cold S-Stock with the Boar Stomp. We did do the Hoarfrost Stomp. You can attach that to pretty much anything and absolutely tear the game apart. Yes, nobody should ever feel like you're cheesing things, alright? There's about a zillion different really strong abilities in this game, and you know, use whatever you want to use. Have fun. You're not wrong, Brainzoo. You're not wrong. There's a bunch of different. There's a bunch of what would be considered OP in this game, right? And if everything's OP, then nothing's OP. Rich, thanks for the follow. But anyway, yeah, the Hoarfrost Stomp I think is probably one of the best things we've come up with. We had a great time just slaughtering the entire game with that. Like, it wasn't even a... It was just like just tearing this game apart with that, and that was fun. I think actual magery is actually a little bit more challenging, but still very strong. It's not for me. It's not for me. I like being in combat, so even if I was going to use an overpowered build, it would be an Ash build and not a magic build. I mean, hey, the enemies use cheese. Why can't you? I mean, it actually is Goldo. There's an argument to be made for that. If there's like 20 different OP skills, which there are, then isn't that actually balanced? Like It would be OP if there was only one correct build that everybody played. Instead, we have lots of options. Wait, did I just go around in a circle? Where am I going? Rich, that's 100% correct. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. There is a reason they're in the game, and that's because the developers want you to use them. The rationale I see from, again, it's a very small part of the old school player base, right? He was like, if you use this, you didn't really win. If you use that, you didn't really win. It's like, come on. We've been listening to this forever, right? And that argument just goes back and forth, and it eventually turns into, if you didn't do it on soul level 1 hitless, then you didn't really win. And it can just go on forever, and it's pointless. Just enjoy the freaking game. It's already got plenty of challenge built into it. Have a good time. And use whatever the heck you see fit. Whether you want to be Super Kamehameha Gandalf or an Icy Smasher, you do you. Also, I don't know where we are. I didn't think you could get lost in the zone, but we've challenged that assertion. It does, but only once you want to engage with that, and believe me, there's not a whole lot to do. In fact, the Souls fan base, I think, is one of the best out there, but it just has a negative perception due to a very small amount of people in the community. There's no level cap in the Aviator Dream. There is a level. There is a point where levels get a lot less value, if that makes sense. Like, eventually, you're going to start needing 3 levels to get to the same point as having 1 level in a stat. So there's fall off. It's what we call a soft cap, but there is no level cap. Theoretically, you could level up to an obscene amount before you tackled whatever challenge it is you wish. But the really hard fights in this game are designed to be challenging no matter how much you level. And players will have to seek those fights out. Those fights are not just stuff we're going to run into. Yeah, that is true. They did change the invasions. I don't think they needed to do that either, but they did. Now you'll basically never get invaded to unless you want to. You know? Miss Metal. Thank you so much for the raid, Miss Metal. I appreciate that immensely. We got a battle ready. And I am waiting for Wingage as well. Let me check on that. Should be here in about 20 minutes. Miss Metal, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday night. And hey, thanks for the follow, too. And Arrow, yeah, if you look at the sales numbers, people are getting into these games more than, you know. I think this is the great, playing some Elden Ring. That's right. Heck yeah. I think, you know, over the years we've tried to get so many people into the From games with Bloodborne and Dark Souls and the Demon Souls remake and everything like that. I think we're finally there. I think we finally did it. This is the one, right? Goldo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that immensely. Thanks for being here tonight, folks.
And to
Having a
think
good one.
I hesitated.
Eric Indy with the sub. Thank you for using your Prime sub. If you've got Amazon, you can use your Prime sub to sub, which is awesome. Yeah, Pretendus when Largo got us wings. You believe that? It was super nice. And Eric also subbed. Eric says, Elden Ring GOAT.
And to think I hesitated.
I do actually agree with that. I do think Elden Ring is currently the best game ever made. Iru, thank you so much for the gift sub. Your very first gift sub in the community. That's a pretty special moment. It's kind of like being attacked by birds. And Miss Metal, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Dragons, birds. It's a really nasty journey across this. Yeah, I understand that. You know, I knew a lot of people would be gone from the stream for a long time because of Elden Ring. It's understandable. Ooh, that might take our Moonlight Greatsword to +10, just like we've always wanted. We are going to go to the Secret Dragon boss here. Kind of a pain to find your first time around, let me tell you. Pretendus 1, you will definitely struggle with Millennia level 100. You will struggle with Millennia no matter what. But don't feel obligated to beat her, and if you do beat her, you'll come out a better person. And you will have beaten one of the hardest bosses in all of the Souls games. In all of From Software's games, which, you know, makes her a pretty serious challenge in her own right, no matter how you slice it. But yeah, go ahead, you know, use Hoarfrost Stomp, use Mimic, whatever. We totally bodied her on the last run using that strat. But yeah, you'll definitely struggle with Millennia at level 100 for Pretendus 1. I would recommend being higher. Oh yeah, let's do the Secret Dragon. For those of you who don't know, there's a dragon secret here. This is one of the secret bosses in the game. A very impressive, probably the coolest dragon in any From Software game. Unfortunately, we used Hoarfrost Stomp last time we killed him, so he died very quick. You didn't get to see any of his moves. Frankly, I don't want to see too many of his moves because he'll kill us, but hopefully you get to see a few more this time. I don't think we're going to kill him as fast. We do not have a +10 web. We don't have a +25. We don't have a +10 wand either. Like, we should probably go take care of that. We'll do that after our first attempt here. I do recommend going into this fight with a +10, you know, focus or staff and everything, and weapon, all that stuff. You should have a +10 before attempting this battle. And now normally you're going to come down here and you're going to be like, what am I doing? You know, there's nothing down here. It's just some rocks. And for the first time I came down here, I did think that. It was kind of confusing. But there are environmental clues here on this platform. Like, you'll notice each one of these graves has a body in it, right? But there's one that doesn't, and that's the secret here. And this actually, you know, I think canonically takes us back through time to when this dragon was doing dragon creation thing. This is a very serious dragon. Lore-wise, I think this dude is pretty important to this universe. Yes, Eric, correct. Rich, there's so many good things. I mean, this is definitely one of the coolest bosses in this game. I think I gave it an A class. It's close to S class though. It's very good. One of From's best Dargans that they've created. Yes, Eric, that's correct. I like how they let you just walk into it too, to like, take a look first. See what you're getting yourself into. People keep calling that Midsummer Village, but I don't think they, Midsummer invented those villages. So you didn't get to see this cool stuff last time because you killed him too fast. It was a very cool boss. I don't think we got to see him do his cool, like, thunder port through the air. One of the coolest dragons ever, I think. I mean, ever. Also, have fun at the village. Midsummer Village. I don't know why people keep calling it Midsummer Village. My order is now delayed. Uh-oh. Largo might get a refund. I've seen this before. The dragon is mad good. Also gives 280,000 runes, so that was handy. Probably should have put it in mine, so we could do more immediate comments. Actually, you know what? We need to craft. We don't have... We need budding cave moss. What is Deathbound? We're gonna have to go get some budding cave moss. We haven't done barely any caves for so long. Oh, we have to upgrade our weapons too. That should have been what we were doing. Somebody remind me to do that. We've got stones from this run, right?
Destined death. I will not have it.
The Midnight Inebriated Dream for sure. The Midnight remains my favorite. I also listen to a lot of Gunship. I also like Cannons. Those are all three that I'm listening to a lot at the moment. That's not random. That's death building up on you. That's a stat debuff. Don't get hit by the basilisks, basically. I think that's one of the only two enemies in this game that has death touch. It builds up. You'll see a little bar on you, kind of like Bleed and Frost. If it fills up, you'll die instantly, Ravena.
Oh, death.
It is not random.
Become my blade once more.
A crab hit you. Well, a crab generally can't do that. A crab will not usually have death touch. If you do have trouble on this fight, there is an item you can find that will paralyze him and make it very easy. Because this can be a pretty rough one. He's very quick. I don't think it's nearly as hard as the Godskin Duo, but if you are having trouble, know that there is a freezy shard you can get to stun him. They're all Ludwig references, Bacon. They're all Ludwig references. No! I mean, I could have just killed these by running around and throwing rocks, but that's no fun! Ravena, I mean, it's clearly a death crab. I don't know how it's a death crab, but that's clearly what's happening. You'll notice a little bar building up in the middle of your screen. It's gray. I didn't know there was a death crab, but I don't fight any of the crabs. Why would you? Yes. Absolutely downtown. I mean, it's very clearly inspired by that. Yes, Eric, it is. Alright, Moonlight plus 10, baby. Now we just need to find some 8s. For the staff, which is more important, actually. We can get up to smithing stone 8s. Oh, wow. Great. We'll just need some runes then, huh? Okay, we need a lot of runes, though. I don't think we have enough. Do we want anything from this dragon? Yeah, I think the Godskin Duo gives you the one, so basically we can buy all the shards we ever want. Like outside of the top tier, right?
Don't see it.
Faith 36, of course. Well then. That's really good then, yeah, it takes us up to the pretty much the toppest of tiers. Alright, whatever, let's go kill Malekith guy. So yeah, Godskin Duo is good to beat. Obviously they are, like I said, they are basically Ornstein and Samo, right? They're the checkpoint. And they are a lot harder than stuff before it, because they're kind of like, I think, the barrier between the early game and the late game. Like, that's the point where it's like, do you have all your flasks upgraded? Which we don't. Do you have all your flasks? Which we don't. You know. But normally, if we didn't know what we're doing, that's kind of the check, right? Not a skill check, really. I think it's the closest thing this game has to a gear check. But yeah, there's an art and strategy to it as well. But it can be more random in other fights. You just really have to take out the first one as soon as you possibly can. Cool. Anyone else think what just happened is super cool? Yeah, it's not for me, Revan. It's not for me. At this stage in the game, like, it doesn't even matter how many points you have in health, really, as long as your armor is pretty important. And we don't have the endurance to wear anything heavier, obviously. But, you know, we can just actually sit in the corner. I mean, it really is, if you have even, like, the slightest of patience, you can just sit in the corner and throw rocks, right? And that'll kill pretty much any boss in the whole game. It's not as fun as frost stomping, but it'll get you there. We also have very underpowered class. We should be at plus 12 right now. We're at plus 7. Not gonna try to flash at this guy. Doesn't seem like a good idea. We'll just throw rocks at him. No giant meteor ball. He's too frisky for that. That sounds good, Bacon. That sounds real good. You know, they've proven that Dr. Pepper cleans out the arteries. We've seen scientific evidence time and time again of what we call the Dr. Pepper effect. What up, Thorpe? How's it going? He threw my mimic off! Oh my god, what an ass. I didn't even know you could do that. Hey Zen, hello. Welcome. I agree. Bacon, you're not wrong. Zen, I appreciate you coming by to say hi. We have wings coming tonight, courtesy of
I
the community.
hesitated.
It's not a anniversary. It's 17 months, pretend it's one. But if you want us to call it a anniversary, we can. But typically, those are only awarded in the 12 months. But thank you, pretend this one. I appreciate that. Happy 17 months to you. Hey Zen, yeah, that's what we're all about here. D-Squad is always like that, right? That's what we do. We die to bosses and we support each other. And we never upgrade our flasks either, apparently.
That's right, son. You got it. And I'm sure things are not okay yet, but I do hope they get better a little by little every day. Largo, I will enjoy the wings. I'm really sorry they're not here yet. By the way, if for some reason they don't come, believe me, you get refunded. We've had that happen before. And I really appreciate it, Largo. I'm sorry that you weren't here when we get the wings. The mage is so strong, I just hate playing as it. It is just not me. Which is probably why I've stayed away from it in these games for so long. I will, Largo, thank you. Largo's gave us some wings tonight, folks. A good Largo's finest, as they say. Well, you know, it's another thing is we plus 10 to this stupid weapon that we're not even using. We've done a lot of... There's been some judgment calls made on this run that just are not any good. I think mage is probably way easier than melee, actually, in actuality. But it's a very different playstyle for me that I don't care for. There's no doubt it's, like, absurdly powerful. It just ain't for me. Like, I do think it is more powerful than melee. Oh, of course, yeah. I hope, you know, I hope it works out for you, my friend. Bacon, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, Zen. Well, hey, you know, I probably shouldn't have a sword. The Moonlight Greatsword is not a good option for us, but we chose to do that route anyway. We made choices, okay? And choices, you know, choices have results, good and bad. This guy never gave me trouble before. I beat the crap out of him in my first run. He was no problem at all. And on our last run, obviously, we had no issues. Yeah, they're big, so you can move around if you have to, bestie. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Again, this is probably why, you know, for a lot of you have watched me play through the Souls games and the From Software games for a very long time, and I stay away from Magic. It just doesn't do it for me. But yeah, it's very strong. Like if that's your thing, you're gonna tear people up with it. The playstyle just really just goes against every instinct I have, though, so it's very challenging for me. Hey Barry, what up? We're doing great, Barry. How are you? That's good to hear, Bacon. That's good to hear. You know, we had no problems with the Super Secret Dragon, but Speedy Boy over here does not seem to like us too much. Our flasks are so weak. It takes like 2 or 3 flasks to give us a life back. That's a big problem. We gotta go find this person. Unbelievable, man. That is so wild to me. Well, Bacon, it's great until you get hit, right? mean, actually, what I need to do is go get a perfume. That would make this a lot easier. There is a very powerful perfume that I just need to get a cave moss to make. That makes you negate a complete hit. Which for that would be, you know, that's a whole life. For this one, I'm aware of that, but you don't understand. It's not. I'm not the Souls Daddy because I'm good. I'm the Souls Daddy because I don't give up. That is far more valuable in these games than any amount of skill, honestly. You will out-persevere the game. You know, the wings came. I think we might have had that one. I'm alright, but they go together. Now, I don't know if we're gonna eat on stream tonight. Because the guy, whoever got us the wings isn't even here. And that'll take away valuable game time. We got Desert Heat, which is a hot wing. We didn't get Blazing. Blazing are not fun to eat. Can't bacon. For one thing, I can't eat that. And Treat Stream protects me from having that ordered. You can only order what I've already added to the list. And I appreciate the thought about the burrito, by the way. But I could never have that. Yeah, I've really just had enough, Erlen. If you haven't could tell, like, I don't want to fight this thing with magic. I only feel natural when I'm in the heat of battle. You know what I mean? And yes, pretentious. That was very nice of Largo to get us the Elden Wings. I really do appreciate that. That was really nice of them. I'll have to write them a nice letter. So I don't have any control. I know you know this, but I have no control whatsoever over like the ads. I just have it on the defaults that everybody has to do. Fast for it. I'm never gonna kill him that way. No, Ravenna, I'm not using Stomp. That's a different run. We already did that run. And Azelle, I am sorry about the commercials. I'm already loaded with energy already, Bacon. I'm actually afraid those wings might even knock me out of keto for the day. The treat stream stuff's better when I do like day weekend streams, because I have a pretty regimented meal plan, you know, when I'm working it. Oh, well, Azelle, thank you, and I'm really sorry you had to watch those commercials, and thanks for the sub. I'll try to get better commercials. Maybe I can ask for that. I can't really, but you know, I'm gonna, you know, thought that counts, right? wasted a lot of flasks on phase 1. Not good. I don't know why I even try that, you know? The meme beam don't work on this guy. Hulu has been asking you what commercial experience you want. What commercial? What does that mean? Alright, we'll try like this, yeah. Full health flasks. The best commercial experience is no commercial experience. That's correct, and you can get that with a sub to twitch.tv/dansnacks. Which you can also get with an Amazon Prime subscription on the channel. Ravenous, sometimes when conventional methods have been exhausted, you have to go for what, you know, you have to try something different. Yeah, I could Hoarfrost him, but we did that already. I don't have any if I get hit once, I'm dead because my poise is so low. It's a cool sword. You can make it. It's true. For Genesis 1, it's okay. It's important to... It's important to try new things, right? It's a very speedy boss. There's a couple of those in this game, Bestie, that are really, really quick. like how I staggered him and the stupid rock still went off. All we had to do was stop using magic.
I hesitated.
And swing our sword at him. Prime, hey, thank you for the amazing tier 3 sub. Look, I got wings tonight. I got a tier 3 sub. Man, chat, you rule. Thanks, Prime, for the tier 3. I appreciate that a lot. I don't know how a bunch of dogs are living in the sky. Yeah, I don't know. He just didn't want to get Kamehameha. Maybe we should go back and just roast Godric right now for fun, right?
The rune
anyway, hi,
of
Prime.
death is unbound.
They did pretentious one. They said it couldn't be done. Look what we did.
And the lands between are shrouded by death's dark fate. But the flames will also burn the impenetrable thorns. Farewell it is then. You'll be Elden Lord yet.
They did say it couldn't be done. We showed him wrong again, pretentious one. And, you know, hey, I have several waifus in this game, and they are both very cool. And Prime, yeah, that boss is ridiculously fast. There's probably some spell I could have abused to take advantage of it, but I'm not sure what, right? I just like to get in there, right? The sewer is a very big maze, yes. Big time. They do point you right at it, though, right? They really want you to go down there. You don't have to. There are several side quests that can only be completed by going down there. I mean, you are supposed to go there. Make no mistake, Prime. You are supposed to go there. Pretentious one, I have the proof for it, really. I mean, what do you want me to say? You can give Namco Bandai and From a call. They have it logged. It was 45 to 47 on initial clear. I have like the timestamp, right? And then another 10 hours, give or take, to kill Millennia. On the last run, Bacon was probably a lot faster than 30 hours. We're talking about my original clear. The review clear.
I knew you'd come to stand before me, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, you shall take the throne. Queen Mary has high hopes for us. Continue to struggle to eternity.
Magic sword. It is Prime, because it's not a Souls game. There's lots of Souls stuff in this, but you gotta... I think that's why people are struggling with it so much. You can't just play it like Souls. If you do, it's gonna be a lot harder. Put on the armor? The off-near set? Why? Why would I do that? We'll go for another Dirty 30, though. I'll give you all another Dirty 30 as we head into the weekend here. You know, that's fair, Prime. That's fair. That's a fair assertion, I think. If there's one thing From has struggled at, it is definitely getting the camera to play nice during big encounters. Yeah, Prime, you found the way to get to the item, right? You go around the other way, and you can get it. You can get to it. Yeah, you can get it. You can get it, Prime. You have to go out the other way and go along the wall. So you don't get it from this side. You have to go outside, go out the other way, and then like climb up the side of the roofing. And you can come in the window and grab it that way. If you just explore this room, like the outside of it, like the rooftops, you'll find it pretty naturally. I don't remember what the item is. So, Pretendus, are you telling me that you want me to get back to Final Fantasy VI this weekend, or what? Is that what you're hinting at? I was gonna try some Young Souls, too. But, yes, our I agree. The Final Fantasy VI journey is overdue. We did neglect it for this Elden Ring run. The magic run. the so-called magic run. Yeah, Young Souls is on Game Pass, so I really wanted to try it. And of course, yes, I love myself some DBD. We'll go do an extra Dirty 30 tonight before we get into the weekend here. We'll see where we are at the end of 30, but...
Yeah, I really like the Ringu character. She's a lot of fun. She's very scary for the opponents to play against, right? Like, you can jump scare the heck out of people. It's a lot of fun. The Louis Vuitton. Wait, what fight is that? Louis Vuitton's in this game? Big fan of Gucci, Louis Vuitton, you know. Wait, you call this guy Louis Vuitton? Really? Why? I'm so confused, Prime. I'm so confused. Anyway, yeah, the last run was a lot more fun. The Hoarfrost run.
It's been a long while, Morgoth.
I mean, this guy's just like straight out of DBZ, right?
Long and hard didst thou fight. Tarnished warrior.
That's all I could think of when I was fighting this guy, especially phase 2, right? It's just like, what the hell?
Of gold. Be assured, the Elden Ring.
Yeah, Prime, I also get a kick out of that, yes?
At hand.
He, his phase 2, when he becomes, like, Wrestling Man, is rather hilarious.
Alas,
Even funnier if he hits you with, like, the wave dash into the air grab. Super Smash Brothers ability.
to be granted audience once more.
I love it, Bestie. I love it.
Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
All right, Prime. I get the joke. It's a joke. It's... Yeah, he's gonna pay for that. The OST for this entire game, Tiger, is so well done, I think. I actually don't think that they get enough credit for the tracks in the regular zones, which is like, you know, a new thing for them. I mean, yeah, they played around with a little bit in Sekiro, but it's very powerful. It's just a little more subtle than the opera boss fights, right? Wow, it's got tremendous range. I know, Prime, I know. Believe me, I don't feel good about this match. I don't like playing Magic. We've learned something from this run, something I already knew.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Siraj.
When I first saw this scene, I was like, what the hell is going on?
his real identity, which no one has figured out. Horalu? No way. It was those damn kids all along. Bestie, yes, this guy is in some of the marketing.
Courtesy enough.
Not all the marketing, though, because it's confusing because there's so many G names. Yes, this is the dude with the lion. Correct.
Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
This scene was kind of... I thought that was kind of funny.
Tarnished. Thy strength.
Boo! Boo! I'm booing myself! I think it's stupid, alright? Magic is dumb. I hate magic, okay? The end. It's like you either get rigged and annihilate them in one shot, or you die in one shot. Either way. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this guy. And yeah, obviously we're not done with the run after this or anything. We're just gonna feel this one out and see what it's like. We've got other content to do. Did I steal that? Yeah, that was kind of... I mean, what do you want me to say, folks? Well, Super Leon, that's a combo move. I have to, like, drink the Flask of Physic first in order to set it up. So I wasn't actually going to use it on him. I was going to save it for the Beast in Phase 2. But it really depends. Like, I only get that one unlimited nuclear missile. I agree. Well, Prime, you haven't probably gotten to Millennia yet, have you? Well, for this one, can we really count that last one? He kind of got, like, zapped with the pretty bird beam. The laser pen. Ravenous got it. Millennia is #1 waifu. #1 waifu, okay? And she does not know defeat. See that? No, this ain't gonna work well at all. It's true, he doesn't move a lot though. Maybe we could use the big beam on him. Alright, should we just go for it in Phase 2 here? Should we just go for it? Should we just go for the ultimate cheese laser pen? I think I'll get knocked out of it. He always, if you charge him first, I noticed this since I fought this boss so many times. If you charge at him first, I'll always use the breath first. We can make the game Bloodborne after. You know that, Prime. One of the endings turns the game into Bloodborne. I've already tried to explain this. Prime, it's pretty amazing. It's a cool boss, despite it being quite challenging. I think this is From's most difficult canonical final boss. Okay, you're right. Never mind. Sword Saint counts, so never mind. I take it back. God. You know, I really need those flask upgrades. I thought I was out of range. I was not. Oh, it's because I never, you know, I didn't know the weak. Oh, the weak point was right there. It was right there. Damn it! Yeah, so checking out chat now. Of course I'll be on tomorrow downtown. I don't know when. You'll have to wait and see. Pretendus win. Hey, if we would have won the first time, it would have been pretty anticlimactic. All I need is a freaking cave moss, and this will be life will be so much easier. I don't know why I don't just go get a cave moss. I'm being so stupid right now. We just need to craft like a couple of perfumes. We also have incredibly weak flasks. We only have +7s. They should be +12s. It is making a big difference. You do, Barry. It's quite an epic final battle. I mean, it's not really the final battle, but yeah, you've got to fight this guy every time you want to fight the beast. Yes, Prime, that is excellent environmental storytelling now that I see that message. I agree completely. We should probably go do some other stuff and then come back to this. Not because we couldn't do it now, but... Barry, nothing. I mean, what do you mean? We would have still lost. I mean, Ketchup, this is full int, and I think it's pretty mad strong. It's a very different playstyle than I like, but I think it's pretty freaking strong. Wait, what only uses stamina? Whatever you're talking about is not accurate. This one. Everything we do costs mana and stamina. Yeah, see, we need upgraded flasks. Look at that. We burned through all of our health flasks. Ridiculous. That ain't no good. We are going to have to find quite a... We're missing 5 churches. And it's starting to really, really affect us here. I mean, I gotta go find the churches. We don't want to do that. It's taking forever. But we are missing 5 different teardrops. Wait, what? There we go! Exactly as you asked what would happen. There you go. Barry said what would happen if that is what happened. He did die there after the fact. We also don't even have the full allocation of flasks. We've skipped so much stuff this game. It's actually kind of ridiculous. You did, Barry. You did get your answer. It's pretty funny, actually. Very coincidental. There's all the health flasks again. Oh, terrible attempts. What are you talking about? It didn't work. It never works. That move is so greedy. That stupid meteor beam gets me in more trouble than anything else. It is a choose your own adventure. That's part of the benefits of the game. For sure. That's certainly an opinion that I've seen before, Ketchup. Alright, we'll do like one more try, but like, yeah, we generally should be not doing this right now. Like, we got other stuff we could be doing, but we only got 5 minutes left, so whatever. We'll might as well do one more attempt. We obviously have a lot of other things to do. Pretend this one, when we finish this playthrough, which won't be tonight, this will be the third playthrough, yes. You already had a Dirty 30, Barry. You want another one? On Friday? I don't know. I think we'll get that tomorrow. I'm pretty exhausted from the week. But it sounds reasonable to have a long stream tomorrow. It's not being greedy. You're certainly allowed to request as many Dirty 30s as you can. Fortuitous win this game is a choose your own adventure. And this fight isn't that bad, honestly, but we're a little bit unprepared for it, I think. Yeah, Patches has a quest line, Barry. He's a nice guy, that Patches. I hear he's trying to help you. This is not going well. We could try to use the beam on this guy. Might work. Just to save all of it. I mean, having our flask phase 2 would be really nice. Well, you know, Barry, it's Patches. You know, he's not exactly a nice guy. Turtle Pope is very cool. I'm glad you found a pretentious one. Alright, yeah, we're not doing Dirty 30 tonight, but we'll come back and we have a lot of other stuff to do in this game. And we have to get back to Final Fantasy VI, so that'll be on the agenda tomorrow. Jumping won't help you against that too much, Thorpe, but yeah. I mean, yeah, he's the Elden Beast. He's cool. He's very cool looking. Very cool boss, actually. We will, tomorrow I want to get back to Final Fantasy VI. A lot of people have been requesting that, but obviously we got this run on its last legs, and I'm very interested in, we're going to finish it with the community, obviously. Magic rules, right? Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow. With more fun and games. I mean, you can watch the last playthrough, pretentious one, and see that we did beat him fairly easily with our last build. Now, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Thanks again for the wings, although I'll have to thank them again when they're back in here. I will see you tomorrow. I'll probably try, you know, I don't know if I'll do a day stream or if I'll start early, but one of those two things will happen. And we'll have a longer stream, probably with, you know, all the stuff that people want to see, including Elden Ring. The exciting conclusion to this Magic run. And we got that Final Fantasy VI run we have to get back to. Especially since we have Final Fantasy Stranger in Paradise coming out next Friday. And I also wanted to check out Young Souls. I heard good things. And it's on Game Pass. Anyway. We will check you tomorrow. Thanks for coming as always, everybody. I appreciate you. And thanks for all your support tonight. Pretendist 1, I am absolutely skipping Triangle Strategy. Everyone I've talked to says that I will not like that game. And I believe them. Not because of the strategy, but because of everything around it. The story is apparently incredibly overbearing. All right. Take it easy, folks. We'll see you next time.